Warning: the following content may contain spoilers for film and television programs. It is also intended for mature audiences. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
Hello.
That was a very sensual introduction.
Everyone's expecting the scream, and you just get Andrew going, "Yeah, baby."
I don't know. I just felt like changing it up this week. Sue me.
Very appropriate.
Guys, it's episode 14 of See It Podcast.
Woo!
Man, it doesn't feel like it.
I know. How's everybody doing?
Doing pretty good.
We're a little low beat right now. We need to pick it up. How's everybody doing?
I am fantastic now that I'm here because it sucked listening to this thing last week. Even though it sounded like you guys had a ton of fun recording it.
It was a lot of fun. I got a little too drunk and I didn't care about stuff like how long it was running or anything like that.
That's my strong suit, though, is getting too drunk and not caring about shit.
But if you're having fun and you're having meaningful shit to say, that it doesn't matter how long it goes.
As you can hear by this noise, I'm going for that again this week.
Nice.
I just realized I don't have anything to drink. You guys rant for a bit. Tell everybody listening how your day was. I'll be right back.
Fabulous. I woke up at 11. It was
Fucking
great.
horrible. Fuck you. I was at work from like 7 o'clock this morning until 3:30.
I'm sorry, but I don't work weekends anymore.
Yeah, fuck
I haven't
you.
worked weekends in a long time.
So
It's
you
great.
just got back from Illinois, right?
Yeah,
Visiting
it
the
was
fam.
an awful trip. So
Yeah, didn't your car break down or some shit like that?
Thursday night we leave after I get off work. I got off at 3:30, right? To hopefully the plan was get off at 3:30, leave at 4. Shit never happened. So 5 o'clock we leave.
Of course.
So it takes about 3 hours to get to St. Louis. We were making super good time. So I want to say about 7:45 rolls around, and we're about 7 miles from St. Louis. And I'm in the inside lane, 4-lane traffic. I hear this. And
Oh, yeah.
I said, oh, fuck. So I had to cut across 4 lanes of traffic to get to the shoulder and, like, have my car at an angle to where you think it might tip over and roll down the hill. I had to have 3 tires replaced.
3?
Yeah.
Holy fucking
3 tires
shit.
replaced.
Did you run over a
$300.
spike strip?
That doesn't count the hotel that was $100. And the best part was, this tow truck guy told us, he said that night, like, yeah, they'll fix it first thing in the morning.
What was his name?
Bitchin', I don't know.
Oh, I thought you said his name was Totus. I'm
No,
like,
no, not Totus.
Toad the tow truck guy.
So he says they'll fix it first thing in the morning. So I get up at 8 o'clock to call these people thinking, oh, we're going to be on the road by 10:30. How long can it possibly take to put tires on a fucking car? Guy says, we don't do tires.
What?
We have to order the tires from a tire shop that's 30 minutes away. So I'm thinking, okay, that can't possibly take longer than 2.5 hours. All right, fine. The guy said noon. They'll be here at noon. We'll get them on there. Okay, fine. On the road at 12:30, no big deal. They can still be salvaged. I get to this place at 9 because I had to get some fucking formula for my son. And the guy walks up and says, oh, it's actually going to be 1 o'clock. I said, okay, fine, whatever. I still hadn't lost my shit yet. Then he comes up, my wife goes in there and asks him, hey, are they almost here? And he says, you guys are going to be lucky if you're not out of here by 3.
Fucking asshole.
And I looked down and said, what the fuck happened to 12? And we didn't leave until like 3:30.
Well, that's a fun story.
Awful. Fucking terrible. But the best part of that night was after I got to her house, her mom's like, why don't you guys go see X-Men and I'll watch the kid? And I said, yeah!
Which leads us perfectly into...
introductions and then the See It review.
Oh, damn it! You're ruining my segue, Andrew.
I know, that's what I do.
It's hot as fuck in here again.
We have the... No, dude.
No, you
have
don't
no
even
idea.
know.
You don't know, dude.
Okay.
All right, so let's go around to who you are, what you're drinking, and then we'll get into the See It.
Zach Chadwick, Old Rasputin.
Ugh.
The beer's so fine you could chew it.
Dude, it tastes like wet tree bark.
Yeah, that's some nasty shit.
All right, next.
Austin Fairbairn got a little Sierra Nevada Summerfest.
Nice. Andrew Ormsby, and I'm not drinking Johnny Walker because we ran out.
Oh, yeah.
Brian and I drank it all last week. So you brought over some stuff.
I did. For you, I left one for you.
Yeah, some Firestone Velvet Merlin Oatmeal Stout. It's not bad at all. Actually, I really.
I'm not sure what I think
pretty
about
good.
that.
So now that we've done introductions, everybody said their howdy doos. Zach, kick it off with the movie you've been excited about more than any other this year.
Man.
And I'm totally going to interrupt you whenever I feel like it because I watched this movie too.
Austin, you've seen it too.
I did go see it. I made my wife go watch it too.
Obviously, we'll preface this. I grew up with X-Men. I love the Marvel Universe outside of X-Men and X-Factor and X-Force and Cable and Gambit and those guys. I don't really care. I mean, Avengers is cool, but it's not something that I follow. But man, I remember watching the X-Men cartoons growing up. Saturday morning, 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, Fox. And man, and this storyline, Days of Future Past, great storyline. In the cartoons, they did it differently, where it was Bishop that went back in time. But and in the comic books, it was Kitty Pryde and not Wolverine. But Wolverine's the star, so it doesn't matter. I don't care.
They justified it in the movie sending him.
Yeah,
back,
it's
so.
fine. It's whatever. It doesn't bother me because I understand that with adaptations, there's going to be inconsistencies, and it doesn't bother me. But okay, so we get to the movie theater, and I'm like fucking giddy. I can't sit still. I'm like Andrew with Godzilla. My hands were shaking. I couldn't. I ate popcorn. I never eat popcorn in the movie theater. Her sister got this big fucking bucket of popcorn, and I just shoved it in my face while the movie's going.
All the experience, you know.
So the movie starts, and my 10-year-old self is sitting in this movie theater. I'm sitting like this. I'm holding my drink like this, and I'm just looking at the screen. Like, you could have stabbed me in the face, and I wouldn't have known. That's the world could have ended, and I wouldn't have known. But the movie started perfectly. You know.
So what you're saying is this movie sucked, right? Is that what you're trying to get
Yeah,
to?
totally. It
Okay,
sucked.
cool.
No, anyway.
No, okay. That's
So
fine.
it starts Sentinels into the world. X-Men. In the books, I think Xavier and everybody except Wolverine was dead, but that doesn't matter. But anyway, the movie starts perfectly. You see them; they're moving around. You see the Sentinels coming in. You see that cool fight scene with Iceman and Colossus and Sunspot and all these other people. I don't know who the fuck that Warpath guy is. Apparently, he's badass. But anyway, and then
Are you hung up on Sunspot too? Because I can't stop thinking it sounds like the gayest superhero.
It's the X-Men version of the Human Torch.
It sounds like a lemon lime soda.
Right, yeah. So
No, it sounds like something you clean your windows with.
and then it gets into the story. Wolverine wakes back up, and he doesn't have his metal claws yet, obviously, because that's how the continuity works. And it's perfect. They the one thing I was worried about, why is Xavier walking around in the preview?
Yeah.
Well, they explained it
No, yeah.
perfectly. It worked so well. And then they found they got to Quicksilver, which was one of the highlights of the movie. This guy was hilarious.
Everybody says that like the scene where Quicksilver's breaking out of prison is like the coolest thing ever to be on
It's one of the
film.
best scenes.
No,
it wasn't my favorite, but it was awesome.
It was incredibly entertaining. This is my one question about that part, just because again, I've said this before, I'm not a huge comic book person.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. He would have to be seriously the most unstoppable freaking superhero with the way that they show him, how fast that fucking dude actually is.
Oh, he's totally badass. He is what the Flash wishes he could be.
Yeah, no, he makes the Flash look like a little bitch. Seriously, that's
he
how
is.
crazy it is.
He's awesome. So it gets in, and then you go back in time, and you see Magneto's under the Pentagon in a prison. Xavier's a druggie. I mean, all kinds. It's not spoilers, so I'm not giving anything away. But it's amazing. The writing was perfect. Every scene worked. That scene where Magneto's just fucking going down the highway, hovering with a baseball stadium.
I look over Austin. He's just shaking his head up and down.
It's so
Yes.
ridiculous, but it was so good. Every piece of action, the action didn't overshadow the movie. It was like X-Men 2, only better and bigger.
No, this is honestly probably my favorite superhero movie I think I've probably ever seen.
Okay, you guys know me for a long time. Well, I don't know, 5 years, whatever.
Long enough time.
Long enough. Lord of the Rings is my favorite movie. Mm-hmm. All three of them one movie until I saw this movie. This is my favorite movie of all time now.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far,
so
but
fucking good.
it is definitely my favorite superhero movie. Like,
Really?
bar none.
Bar
Better
none.
than the Avengers.
I
for
think
me.
it's way better.
And
than
like
yeah.
they're not really superhero movies, but like the Dark Knight trilogy is better than those.
I think it's way different. I don't think you can compare it to Dark Knight trilogy.
Honestly, if I had to take an average of the trilogy versus this movie, I'd say this movie's better. Better than the second movie, Dark Knight.
Really?
Maybe not.
Okay. Okay. I
Maybe
see
not.
I see what you mean.
The
I see
one
what you
with
mean.
dead dude.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, that one. Maybe not better than that one by itself, but if I had to take an average of the three movies versus the score I would give this movie, I'd say that movie, the new X-Men movie, is better.
Before I get to my two small. Anyway, go see this movie. It's amazing.
Yeah.
See it, tits.
And Bryan Singer just filed for a summary judgment in court. So
Yeah, I saw
good
that.
for him.
And the end scene. Did you stay for the credits?
Oh hell yeah! I said.
Did you understand what that was?
Nope, I had to look it up.
Okay, it's gonna be awesome.
No, it looks bad
Because they're describing the next one as a disaster movie, like just shit just falls.
It'd
apart.
have to be.
Okay, anyway.
For you, it's a see it.
Oh, definitely.
Austin.
Absolutely.
All right. Would you put it as you said number one movie of the year?
Oh, for sure.
So for you, it would dethrone. What was your number one movie before this?
I think my number one movie before this would have been Godzilla because I hadn't been to the theater that much this year.
Okay.
But this is for
what
sure.
if-
Yeah.
I'm
What
trying
about
to
you?
think what else I've actually seen that came out this year. Not very much. So, but it is my number one for sure.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so Godzilla's still my number one on top of Lego Movie and Grand Budapest Hotel.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, I have one question before I get to my two nitpicks about this movie, which have no bearing on the overall score. If Heath Ledger didn't die, like what was it? He died a month and a half before Dark Knight came out,
Yeah.
something like that. If he didn't die, would we hold Dark Knight up, lofty credit that we give it now?
Yes.
I believe so.
I
I
don't
believe
think
so.
we would.
Really?
I really don't. I'm not saying that the movie would be worse, but it's like I compare it to, even though I hate Nirvana, I don't think Nirvana would be the greatest. Like
If Kurt
everybody
Cobain
thinks they're
hadn't
like
died so
the
early.
greatest, one of the greatest bands of all time
Nirvana
because he killed
sucks.
himself. Yeah, they suck. I hate them. They're
I-
terrible.
I kind of like Smells Like Teen Spirit, but that's just 'cause everyone does. But
Not the
But
best.
I mean, when Heath Ledger died, that was right at the point that all these things about his performance started leaking out. So all that just the hype for that movie. I've never seen hype for a movie.
I would
yeah, okay, but
I would
here's the
understand
thing.
that. But
It's the hype for the movie, but it delivered on that.
Oh no,
front,
it
so-
delivered. I'm just saying. I think part of it attributed to him dying. I'm not trying
No.
to sound like a dick.
No, I think that kind of holds true, except for the fact that if I were to watch that movie right now, I would still think that movie's great, and his performance still holds up.
for sure.
So
Yeah.
so five,
holds
however
up.
many years it is down the road, and it still holds up, and because I'm still like, honestly, I don't think, oh, this is the one with Heath Ledger and he died right after this, like that never crossed my mind. So I
That's
still
true.
look at his performance and it's still
That's the
great.
difference.
For some people, I could see how that might factor into why they think it's the best one. I don't really care. I think it's just a great film.
Oh, it's great.
regardless. So
Okay, what was your other nitpick?
So there's only two super minor nitpicks. The one was Kitty Pryde wasn't the one that goes back in time, but that
Yeah.
doesn't bother me because in the
Because
timeline
then
movies,
you just see Ellen Page the entire movie trying to be a badass.
no, that'd be fine. I like Ellen Page. She's cool.
Oh, I do too, but I don't know if I want to watch 2
in
hours.
the timeline of movies, she's like not even born yet, and
Yeah.
that's whatever. And Hugh Jackman's the star. Did it seem like the Sentinels were a little too powerful?
Yeah, but that kind of adds to the desperation that this was like their last ditch effort, or they were going to die for sure.
Yeah, I get- they had to do it for the story's sake, but man, it's when Iceman was freezing and when Sunspot was doing his shit and they were all fighting, and eventually they just adapt.
Yeah.
That kind of sucked.
Well,
how was Peter Dinklage in the movie?
he was great.
It was funny because the whole movie, mostly the whole movie.
Were you thinking of him as Tyrion? Or
No.
Okay, good.
No.
He's got a sweet mustache.
He's got that
Don't really
sweet
worry about
I
it.
saw
porn
that
mustache, man.
mustache he had.
Great. See
Well,
it.
excellent. I am definitely looking forward to going to see this. Now, gentlemen, I think it is time to move on to the new segment of the podcast called Speaking of.
Speaking of,
No ellipses this week.
No ellipsis this week. We're going to be dead on with our segues and everything. So the first bit of news we have, Jurassic Park director Colin Trevorrow. He was the director of that film Safety Not Guaranteed. Have you guys seen it?
great movie.
Absolutely,
It's a really good
It's
movie.
a very good movie.
He's going to
See
be directing the new Jurassic Park movie entitled Jurassic World. He's
Speaking of worlds, we're not doing the segue yet.
Not yet.
Oh, sorry. God.
He has decided to take a strange approach to the fourth installment in the Jurassic Park franchise in regards to the spoiler factor of the plots. instead of playing it close to the chest like you see with some directors.
Abrams being the best one.
No, I actually
Nolan.
Nolan would
Yeah,
be the
Nolan,
best.
and then
Nolan,
Abrams
yeah.
is good at it too.
Yeah. He's told us, he's just gone out and told us everything about the plot of this film. What are you guys' thoughts on this strange directorial move? Did you guys read on the plots to see what the film's going to be about?
No, but I read the story enough to see. I tweeted it out when it happened. It's fine. I can see some studios taking that tact.
Well, that's my question. Is this a director decision or is it a studio decision?
Well, he's the one who told it.
Yeah.
So either way, even if it was the studio's decision,
Either
he's
way,
the one that told it. So it
Yeah,
comes down on
comes
him.
from him. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm okay with it. I think, if anything, it just speaks of the confidence that he has in the film. That I don't have to make this a big surprise. Like, I want you to know exactly what's going on, and you're still going to want to come see it.
Well, I think that speaks to Jurassic Park. People are going to go see it anyway.
That's true.
You know, I'm a huge fan of the Jurassic Park franchise, but I actually read the plot synopsis for the movie, and I say that this tactic worked on me because after reading what the film's going to be about, I'm actually even more excited than what I originally was.
Yeah, no.
So it's like getting a mental trailer. Like, they tell you the plot, and then you think of the trailer in your head.
It's a gamble for sure, but I think Nolan and Abrams' tactics work better.
Yeah, leaves more.
But that's more proven, so I really don't know. Isn't this like the first time this has really happened, where they just came out and said,
well,
gave
they didn't give
spoilers
any.
away
They
right
didn't give.
off.
They didn't give a real what's going to happen to the characters.
Just like main plot point.
Here's what's going to happen in the movie. This is what the movie's about.
Right, but has this really happened before?
Not with. Well,
I'm sure it probably
generic.
has.
You get a generic overview. Probably.
I'm sure even this has probably happened, but probably not on the scale of how big this film is going to be. Hasn't happened before.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's been done somewhere by somebody.
Yeah.
But
All right, this movie is actually coming out 22 years after the first Jurassic Park film, and it is slated for a June 2015 release.
no, I'm actually really happy that they're doing 22 years later, and they're not just doing another generic fucking reboot of a series.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they
for
said.
sure.
They said in the plot keys that he said this is taking place 22 years after the first Jurassic Park actual timeline is being followed.
Yeah.
So dinosaurs have been on the planet for 22 years. People are used to it now, and it was really cool.
As much as I fucking bitch about people redoing old shit, I'm okay with this kind of half. I'll take it. It's not quite
It's
an
a
original
cool-
story, but god damn it, at least they didn't do a fucking.
It's a cool
same
tactic
year reboot.
because they're linking it to the old shit.
Yeah.
But they're doing it in a different way. That's why I think part of why X-Men was so effective was because it linked back to the old movies in a way that made sense.
So I don't know, people at home. I want you to start tallying how many times Zach references the stuff we talk about back to the X-Men movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. No, I'm not.
Count 'em one.
Counting one. Keep
it
track,
makes,
home
it
audience.
made sense in this instance. Anyway, speaking of crazy things happening in June,
Go for it.
oh, Kevin Riley, the chairman of Fox Entertainment, is stepping down from his seat with 2 years remaining on his current contract. What are your thoughts on Fox getting a new chairman, and does this mean that their sort of thought process with their creative shows and movies is going to change?
I hope so. I really do, because for me, when I watch Fox shows, the awful shows, or I can't say awful because people watch them, that's why they keep them on, but
Yeah.
the shows I'm interested in always get canceled, and the really boring ones, in my opinion, just go on and on and on.
What's
and on.
good on Fox right now?
Family Guy.
So what's good?
So what's good on Fox right now?
Zinger.
Hello. I mean,
I-
it's so animation dominated.
it really is.
I think
Family
the-
Guy,
the
American
last-
Dad.
gonna
The
look
last
it up.
good live action thing they had, I think, was That 70s Show,
Yeah.
which has been a while.
Oh, that's been a long
Has it
time.
been 5 years at least?
At
5-6
least.
years?
Now, when we say Fox, are we counting FX and stuff like
No,
that?
no, no,
Because
no. That's a whole separate thing.
No.
because
they're
that
still
shit's
owned
good.
by Fox
just the
Entertainment.
standard Fox network.
Just standard Fox.
Okay. Fox programs.
But yeah, I mean, they haven't done
Cosmos, that's a
much.
really good show.
yeah.
Nah, but that's a
little
mini
different,
series.
Simpsons, American Idol, New Girl, Bones.
American Idol does
New Girl.
Bones.
New
Bones
Girl
is
and
good.
Bones. New Girl and
and New
Bones.
Girl. Yes.
24.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I was never into it.
I just
Family Guy, Bob's Burger, Enlisted, Hell's Kitchen, American Dad, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Brooklyn
Brooklyn
Nine-Nine's
Nine-Nine.
on Fox?
Yeah. it
Holy
is.
shit, that is a great show.
Mindy Project, Raising Hope, Almost Human, which is canceled
Raising
now.
Hope is good.
Glee, MasterChef. I actually watch MasterChef.
I don't count the
just
reality
makes me
stuff
hungry.
when you talk about
I don't watch any
programming.
cooking shows unless they're on is it Bravo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rake,
Top Gear and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow, Dads, Surviving Jack,
Dad's is actually funny.
It's not bad.
gang-related. Gotham's going to be on Fox.
Right.
X Factor, Fox and Friends,
I just-
Futurama.
Futurama's still on. Futurama's not on anymore.
No,
is it?
no, it went
It's-
to
it's-
Comedy
it's a
Central and
syndication,
it's
yeah.
done now.
Syndication.
So that's going to be it then.
Can we set a baseline when we talk about network television to not count reality TV? Because it's not. It's it's in its.
horrible?
It's horrible and it's in its own category.
Okay, my
Even
question.
though some of it is decent, like not Hell's Kitchen, but Kitchen Nightmares. That show's funny as shit.
Oh, I miss House and Firefly and Prison Break.
you looking at all the old Fox shows
Yeah,
now?
I look at all the old Fox shows right now.
Did you see?
No, okay. Honestly, the Prison Break.
Arrested
needed,
Development.
Prison Break needed to go when it went.
Dollhouse.
It did not need to stick
yeah,
around.
true that.
What?
Prison Break.
I like Prison Break.
No, but it ran its course though.
It finished. It finished right.
It
where
was not
needed to.
canceled too early. It was canceled
No.
maybe
I'm
a
just.
little bit
I
late,
was
if
looking
anything.
back. I was reminiscing.
Oh, okay.
Is that Kevin Bacon show The Following? Is that on Fox?
Okay, as soon as you say Kevin Bacon, the only thing I could think about is his crazy. What's that movie? Crazy Stupid Love.
No, he's not in Crazy Stupid.
Yes, he
no,
is.
he is. He is.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
David
Oh, I
Lindhagen.
forgot. yes.
David Lindhagen.
No, that show's actually not horrible. The following show, I think it is Fox though.
Yeah. The only reason
It
I
sounds
know
like a
it is
Fox
because
show.
Ice T talks about it on his podcast all the time. How that's his shit.
So I saw
But
you give the
anyway.
thumbs up when you drink that Velvet Merkin. Pretty decent.
I like it. I
Yeah,
like
it's
it.
good.
It's no scotch, but it's pretty good.
Well, hopefully, this might speak in to this interview I read with Bryan Singer last week. I know we're linking back to X-Men, but just hold on for a
Number
second.
2.
Bryan Singer, I don't know how much truth to put into this, but if this guy's leaving and they're going in another direction, maybe it's true. He's saying that Fox is starting to open up to the idea of talking with Marvel about putting X-Men in Avengers movies.
Interesting.
I don't know if Kevin Riley, he was the chairman, so I don't know with him leaving if he's going to be in charge of stuff like that. But if he did have a voice in that whoever they get, hopefully they keep that in mind whenever.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
So-
I actually had this question earlier, and that makes it even more pertinent to this conversation once you brought that up.
You were totally
is-
butchering my segues, dude.
God damn it! I'm making my own segues.
Go for it. You
Kevin
have
Riley, chairman of Fox Entertainment. Is that just the TV aspect of it, or is that Fox Searchlight as in the movies?
It's
and
I
in
would
stuff?
Fox Entertainment.
I
He
would
wasn't-
say everything.
he isn't the CEO. He's the chairman of the
yeah.
board. So
Right, but still, that's
So I didn't know if that
right
covered
up there
both
with
TV
CEO.
and movies or what.
Yeah.
Because because Fox,
Isn't Rupert in charge of Fox Entertainment, or he's
well,
the
he's
CEO?
he's the freaking he owns the freaking conglomerate
Yeah.
that owns everything.
Oh,
at
Rupert
Fox. Yeah.
Murdoch.
Yeah,
Murdoch,
Rupert
yeah.
Fuck
Murdoch,
that
yeah.
guy.
Fuck that guy. No, because as shitty as stuff as sometimes Fox puts out TV wise, Fox Searchlight, the movie distribution hub that it is, puts out a lot of good stuff.
See, I don't know what from what I understand, he's the chairman of Fox Entertainment, and that intertwines
Just
TV
everything.
and film.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I would
just
think.
that's just speculation, and then from like the board, you go down, and it branches out from there.
All right. So anyway, Kevin Riley was leaving.
Yes. Speaking of people leaving, thank you.
So welcome. For that.
Repaired the segue.
Yes. Will Smith will no longer be in the upcoming film Brilliance. Smith was slated to star alongside Noomi Rapace. Is it Rapace?
I say Rapace. I don't know if that's right though.
Okay.
Still acting.
Noomi Rapace.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. Cool. So go ahead.
I actually, when Will Smith plays serious roles, I actually kind of like
No.
it. So-
Pursuit of Happiness. That's pretty decent.
What one?
Haven't seen it.
Pursuit of Happiness.
The
Yeah, it
only,
was really good.
The only serious
5
movie,
pounds. That was
Are
pretty-
we?
I missed 5 pounds. I was gonna say, what's the movie where he's the last man alive? And
I Am
Oh,
Legend.
I Am Legend.
I like.
Are
I
we
liked
gonna
it.
say Hancock is a serious movie?
Oh, I fucking hope not, because that movie sucks so bad.
The only
It's a pretty
serious
bad
movie
movie.
I've
It's
seen
really
I've
bad.
seen him in is I Am Legend. I haven't seen the other ones.
You never saw Pursuit of Happiness?
I'm not a huge fan of Will Smith, man.
Really.
Yeah, true.
After Earth,
Truth.
Independence Day.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great movie.
No,
That's
it,
'cause
it
Jeff
really
Goldblum.
wasn't.
Oh, you just wait, is that a Michael Bay movie?
No, it was
No, but it-
Emmerich, Roland Emmerich.
Okay,
But it could have been. Yeah.
Roland Emmerich has only made 2 good movies, and we'll get to that soon.
Okay.
Okay, so He was going to star alongside Newman Rapace in a film adaptation of Marcus Sakie's book. I'd never heard of the book, so here's...
Yeah, neither.
Apparently, it's a bestseller, and did really well, and it was only out since last year. I'm going to read the synopsis, and this is the synopsis I got off Amazon.com. In Wyoming, a little girl reads people's dark secrets by the way they fold their arms. In New York, a man sensing patterns in the stock market racks up $300 billion. In Chicago, a woman can go invisible by being Wait, what? In Chicago, a woman can go invisible by being where no one is looking?
I read this earlier, and I thought this sounded like...
Mystery Men. Do you remember Mystery Men? With the one with Ben Stiller?
Yeah, okay.
Do you remember Keenan and Kel? He could only go invisible when nobody was looking at him.
Yeah, it's essentially the same thing.
Okay. These people are called brilliants, and since 1980, 1% of people have been born this way. Nick Cooper, which is the part Will Smith was going to play, is among them. A federal agent, Cooper has gifts rendering him exceptional at hunting terrorists. His latest target may be the most dangerous man alive, a brilliant drenched in blood and intent on provoking a civil war. But to catch him, Cooper will have to violate everything he believes in and betray his own kind.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sounds cool.
It sounds like a really, really crappy sci-fi movie.
It sounds like a
It
more
really does.
serious version of Heroes.
Okay, I have two things to say about this. One, movies that have multiple protagonists that kind of their stories may intertwine later are either really good or really shitty. There's hardly any in between.
I have a feeling where this one was
That's
going to
true.
land.
Yeah, me too.
You don't know that, man. Maybe it'll blow
No,
your
no,
That's
no.
why
face.
it's a feeling. It's
No,
not like,
no, because
we
there's,
haven't seen a trailer or anything.
there's multiple storylines.
Feeling.
Okay, you guys done?
done?
Nope. Okay, I'm sorry for everyone listening to this.
Ooga shaka, ooga, ooga.
And it
Ooga
continues.
shaka, ooga, ooga.
Okay, fine. Go.
Multiple storylines, and Don Cheadle is not in this movie, so it's probably on the lower end. What's going to be my point?
Probably.
Secondly, I feel like that they probably haven't changed the standards for a book to become a New York Times bestseller since the 80s, when there was only 500 million people that lived in the country. Because I'm assuming it's so many people out of the population buy a book or something like that. So I don't know how the fuck it comes a bestseller.
Do you know how
it's probably pre-orders on Amazon and Barnes and Noble sales.
You know how many fucking books are bestsellers now? They cannot be all fucking bestsellers.
Okay,
No one
here's
reads that
the
many
thing.
fucking
I
books.
was reading up on this the other day. In order for a New York Times book to be a bestseller, it has to be read by a publisher at New York Times, and it has to have sold over 1,000 copies.
1,000?
1,000 copies.
So
That seems a little low.
You know,
that sounds.
imagine how
that's
many
1,000 times too low.
How
Multiply
many-
those, then go.
How many people read books now, though?
Me.
Audiobooks,
Okay, but I think they're only going off published, written published.
but still 1,000. That's ridiculous. Make it 100,000.
It's incredibly low.
That's.
But from what I've read, that's actually really good if you can get 1,000 people to buy your book.
no, that's not good.
Think about
Well,
it.
if you think,
That's
yeah,
not good.
I see where you're going. Think about it. People don't read books anymore.
People
No, but 1,000 books is not good.
no. for-
Daniel Woodrell, he's local, right?
I don't know him.
he did Winter's Bone.
Winter's Bone.
Oh,
Winter's
okay,
Bone.
yeah, I know
He lives
that.
in fucking West Plains, Missouri.
Okay.
All right, that dude. You didn't even know him by his name.
No.
People outside of this area have no idea who the fuck this guy is. That dude has sold way more than 1,000 books of a single book.
and it's a bestseller.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Winter's Bone. He actually has more than one bestseller. A book. Name another Daniel Woodrell movie. Another Daniel Woodrell book.
I can't.
Exactly. They've sold more than 1,000 copies. His books, together, have sold hundreds of thousands of copies, and you don't even know any of them except for
I
Winter's
doubt
Bone.
that.
I get your
Hundreds
point.
of thousands. Well, after the movie, maybe.
You want it? Yeah, I say after the movie. I'm sure they did.
I get your point, but I get your point too, and I kind of agree with him a little more
He's
because
pointing at me.
pointing at Andrew. People don't read books anymore. It's all tablets and
I'm sure.
audiobooks.
I'm sure. If you buy something on a Nook that's through Barnes and Nobles or through Amazon that's on a Kindle, I'm sure those purchases count
Yeah, but
towards
you gotta
buying a
imagine-
book.
How many
How could they not?
How many people out there do you know are illegally downloading audiobooks? Maybe a 60 gig audiobook collection of
Who
a certain.
does that?
I don't know who would
Some
do such
horrible
a thing.
people named Andrew fucking Ormsby.
Who?
Oh, did I out you? I'm sorry.
God damn it! You don't even know.
I own a
You don't-
Nook. All right.
I own books.
On a computer that you illegally
Anyway,
download,
this
you
could be
asshole.
this could be a really good or really bad sci-fi movie. Speaking of sci-fi
Hold
movies,
on, real
God
quick.
damn it, people!
Sorry. I was trying to compare it to see, you said 1,000's are really low.
Yeah.
Well, like you hear people with albums, multi-platinum, gold,
Those
whatever.
are in the millions. You have
No,
to
but
sell
much-
1 million
okay,
to
so
be
gold.
platinum.
If a threshold, fucking shit, I can't find it. All right, hold on.
Here, while you're doing that, okay, I hope my wife isn't listening to this. I had an ex-girlfriend who thought she was just fucking amazing at everything. She wrote a book when she was in like...
woman.
What?
I'm cutting that out. Don't worry.
Okay. I was like, what? Anyway, so she wrote a book when she was in like high school. And it was some like bullshit like teenage, we have fucking superpowers, we're in a superpower school type bullshit book. She had rich parents, they got it published, whatever. If you look up that book, it's sold like 600 copies. And it's she was like 14 when she fucking wrote it and they had it made. That has 600 fucking copies purchased. It's not hard to do because people will buy random shit if it's cheap on the internet.
That's true.
1,000 copies is literally nothing.
So, if for an album, a music album, to be gold, or a single to be gold, you have to sell 500,000 copies. So, I guess the music industry standard is way different, but I still don't think it's terrible for someone to have 1,000 books sold.
No, I don't think that's like bad against them if they've only had 1,000. But just I don't know. Being a New York bestseller is like kind of like the be end.
You would think it would be more like 100,000.
They advertise that like it's like the greatest thing
Right.
ever. You think it'd be
For
harder to accomplish.
Amazon, your book has to sell between 500 and 1,000 copies for it to be an Amazon bestseller.
See, I still am okay with that because people don't read books anymore.
Whatever.
It doesn't,
Anyway,
it doesn't bother me.
We got way off topic there.
Sorry, yeah.
It's going to be a good sci-fi movie. Speaking of sci-fi movies, Josh Brolin will play the voice of Thanos in the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy film. Thoughts?
Amazing.
I'm cool with it. I'm just excited for the movie in general. So.
Yeah, the movie's gonna be great. He's gonna be in a couple things this year that are gonna be pretty badass. He's in Dame to Kill For. It comes out, I think, the same month as
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's taking over Clive Owen's part
Yeah, because
in
it's
Sin
a
City.
it's a prequel, and if you remember in the first one, he talks about how he changed his face, so
Fair
it makes
enough.
sense.
I thought that Clive Owen just didn't want to come back.
Well, maybe he didn't, and that's fine, but
Yeah.
it's still gonna be awesome. But yeah,
I'm
Josh
really
Brolin, good
excited
him,
for
man.
Guardians of the
No, I
Galaxy.
too. It looks awesome.
It looks really fun.
I know. Okay, I know we keep getting off topic, but
No, don't do it.
no, it has to do with Marvel. It's not X-Men, I promise. Do you think Marvel is, since they're having so much trouble with Ant-Man, like Edgar Wright left Ant-Man, he's not gonna do it anymore.
Ant-Man's going to get canceled.
they're probably gonna
See,
scratch it.
that's what I'm thinking. But do you think they're waiting to see how Guardians performs
No.
to give the final word on that?
Because who
I
was-
think it's comparable.
Who was the director of like all those Seth Rogen movies? Adam McKay. He was like the director of all those Seth Rogen movies.
He also did Step Brothers.
Yeah, after Edgar Wright dropped out, they're like, "Hey, Adam McKay, would you do this?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll do it." And then just like a couple days ago, he's like, "Nah, never mind."
Yeah.
They can't get anybody to.
They
do
probably
this
he
movie.
probably read the script. And was like, nah, fuck that.
I think it's because it's such an unknown entity. Like, it's even more unknown than Guardians of the Galaxy for people outside of comic book circles, and the movies they're planning for Phase 3. I just don't think. I think they're waiting to see how Guardians does, because Guardians is really unknown too.
They need to make a live action film of the Tick.
Yeah, I'd watch that
That'd be
shit
sweet,
right now.
actually. No, I
You remember
honestly-
the live action show?
I think this movie.
Are you shitting me? There really was.
Yes, there was. And what network was it on?
Fox.
Fox.
Nice. No, I think this movie will get scratched. I really do.
I really think it is.
I think it's going to end up being scratched, but I think they're waiting to see how Guardians does.
But
'Cause
Guardians of the Galaxy,
it looks awesome.
it looks
No, it looks
awesome.
great.
That movie's going to be out of this world. Speaking of out of this world,
Damn it.
plans are in motion to remake the 1994 film Stargate, and Roland Emmerich is set to charge once again with directing it. Motherfucker, you had one good film. Leave it alone.
Stargate. What was his other good? Oh, you said one good film.
Well, I guess he had two because The Patriot was pretty good.
he
The
did The
Patriot's good.
Patriot?
Yeah, he did The Patriot.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Other than that,
I
that
like
guy's
it.
made shit. He did the 1998 Godzilla movie. He
Beowulf.
did Independence Day.
2012. Didn't he do that?
Yeah, he did 2012. Oh, that movie was... Yeah. He had one good, or he had like a very few good movies, and yet now he's set to ruin it all.
Nice. One of my film professors, she wrote, like, you know, the books that are set in the universe, but they're not like
Canon.
Yeah, but like they're like, you know, there's a lot of
Starbuck movies.
Starbucks? What?
Star Wars movies like that, or books
Star
like
Wars
that.
books, yeah.
Yeah.
Extended universe.
Extended universe books. Yeah, she writes those for Stargate.
No shit.
Yeah,
That's badass.
some of them. I mean,
I'm not into Stargate. I
No,
know
me
people
either. I
that
don't give a
really
shit.
are. And apparently the movie's good. I haven't seen it.
What? You need
I
to check it
never
out, dude. It's
saw it.
Kurt Russell being a badass.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Speaking of shit with stars, like that segue.
Yes.
That works. Great. Speaking of shit with
With
stars,
stars.
go for it. What you got?
I finally sat down and watched the second Star Trek movie.
Oh, yeah. Into Darkness.
Oh yeah,
Into
Benedict
Darkness.
Cumberbatch. Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm not a big fan of the first one.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've
We
I've said
know
it many
that.
times. I actually like the second one. It wasn't.
Oh, there we go.
Benedict Cumberbatch was badass.
Benedict Cumberbatch's the man.
No, that was.
Did you ever watch Wrath of Khan?
the old one? Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I did.
How do you think he did?
I thought he did fucking great.
Okay, I did too. I thought he did
If
really,
you haven't
really
seen
good.
Wrath of Khan, that part where Shatner's face starts shaking. Khan!
I love the scene where Zachary Quinto is talking to Leonard Nimoy about like
Oh, yeah.
how he had to defeat Khan.
Yeah, he's like, having said that, Khan sucks dick.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I love that scene. That was great. But no,
those are
I
the
was
be-
pleasantly surprised with the movie because I did not like the
Those
first
are the
one.
best parts of those movies, the stuff with Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah, no, maybe it's because I hate fucking origin stories. Maybe that's why I didn't like the first one.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know. But the second
be.
one was much better in my opinion.
So, Roland Emmerich, don't do it. Leave Stargate alone. And I say we end it right there.
Do you hold on? Do you think he's a higher paid? Do you think he's?
Andrew
We're
looks so
on a-
defeated. He's like, "Fuck you guys." Just leave
We're
me
on a
alone."
time limit.
Do you think he's a higher paid U-Bowl? Because U-Bowl had one good movie.
He's better than you, Bull.
No, he is better than U-Bowl. But if you think about it, his movies are shit too.
Well, they're shit. They're just shit on a different
There's
scale.
different
Different levels
Okay,
of
so there's
shit.
different levels of shit. There's shit. There's really, really shit, and then there's really terrible shit.
It goes you, Bull, Michael Bay, and then Roland Emmerich, and then Joel Schumacher.
That's perfect.
Okay, we have to move
Moving on.
to trailer talk. Thank you. Speaking of,
Wait, no, I'm just kidding.
the first movie up in trailer talk, Big Hero 6, Pixar's imagining of a Marvel comic book. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it looks fine. I probably won't see it.
I'll probably see it. But I won't see it in theaters.
Really? I'll see it
Yeah.
in theaters.
There you
I
go.
love Pixar movies,
No, I
and the
do
fact
too.
that they're doing this. It looks funny, dude.
If it gets a lot of hype
There's-
and everyone's talking about how great it is, I might go see it in theaters. But right now, just based on that trailer, it doesn't speak to me in
Yeah.
any way. Besides, I'll probably enjoy it, but not enough to spend $8 on a movie ticket.
No, I'm sold. It already has my $8 because I love. Besides the fact that it was made by the people who made Frozen, they also made Wreck-It Ralph. So,
Wreck-It Ralph's awesome.
I like Wreck-It Ralph. Here's the thing: I love the trailers where there's no speaking in it. It's just the kid. He builds the suit for his balloon pet. I haven't read the comics, so I don't know what it's about. But it looks really funny, and there wasn't even a word spoken, and I was laughing my ass off on a trailer.
Yeah.
So
I'm not big into animated movies. I think I may have seen less than.
we have bad taste
15.
in animated films. So
Oh, do I?
yeah, you think
Oh, yeah?
Ratatouille is the best animated film ever?
No, that's my favorite. I don't think it's the best. It's my favorite. If you ask me what the best animated movie I've ever seen is, probably Aladdin, the first one.
That's a pretty good movie.
It's
And Lion King is shit and overrated.
you bite your tongue. It's like
I just had to get a reaction.
you're
I don't
trying-
care for that movie.
you're
but
trying to
it's
start a
whatever.
war, motherfucker.
Speaking of Disney movies, did you know that Joss Whedon was a writer on the first Toy Story movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't until today.
Really?
I found out, I know we're getting off track, but I found out a bunch of shit about various writers that have done stuff. Like the guy that, the main show writer for Game of Thrones, wrote 25th Hour with Edward Norton and wrote the novel and wrote a bunch of other shit like screenplays and stuff. He did Shutter Island. He wrote the screenplay for Shutter Island. Couldn't
Interesting.
fucking believe it. It's a terrible movie.
What's his name?
It's not a terrible movie. It's a good.
Shutter
It's
Island's
just not
not that good.
incredible. It's not
Nah,
up to par with.
dude,
all
I
of
wipe
Martin
my ass
Scorsese's
with
other
things
films.
that are better than Shutter Island.
Okay.
Uh,
Next movie up.
David Benioff,
Benioff.
writer.
Next
here.
movie up. Zach, you're super excited for The Strain.
Oh, yes. It's a show on FX.
What did I say? Did
You
I
said
say
movie.
This new
That's fine.
show coming out called The Strain.
It's gonna
Written
be
by Guillermo del
totes.
Toro.
Totes tits. It's gonna be great.
Totes tits.
The cast looks awesome. It's a series of books, 3 books: The Strain, The Fall, and The Night Eternal, and it's a reimagining of vampirism. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, another vampirism reimagining." No, this is different. It's vampirism more as a disease.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to describe it. Yes, they're vampires and they can't be out in sunlight and shit like that, but it's really weird. It's way more calculated than your classic end of the world movie. You know what I mean?
Honestly, looking at this trailer, thank God it's on FX, because
Yeah.
any other fucking like regular network would butcher this and it'd be fucking horrible and over dramatic. I think FX can handle it though, because they do good shit.
I liked, like I said, the casting looks good. The guy they got to play a character named Fett is that giant dude who was the Blob in the X-Men Origins movie.
Yeah.
And they got the guy who played Russo in House of Cards to be the main
Yeah, I've seen
dude.
him.
And then they got I don't know his name, Walder Frey. He's Walder Frey in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he's in that.
He plays the guy like warning everybody.
He plays the in the books he's an old Jewish pawn shop owner, and you find out he's got way history knowledge of this shit. But you know what? If it's Walder Frey, all he needs to do is host a wedding and everything will be fine.
All right, next movie up in trailer talk. This Is Where I Leave You, the new film that has everybody and their mother in it. It has Jane Fonda. It has the guy from Girls. What's his name?
I don't know.
Long-haired black dude?
Yeah,
That guy.
yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
Jason Bateman,
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey, that guy that plays Russo in House of Cards.
Yeah.
Look at him branching out.
Timothy Olyphant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This movie's gonna suck.
What?
Yeah,
Are you kidding?
No, it's not.
it will.
Shut
No.
your butt.
You know why it's gonna suck? Because the director of the film is Sean Levy. You may know him from such shitty movies as Night at the Museum, Cheaper by the Dozen. I'm just gonna go through the list of films this guy's made.
It's a rom-com. It's not that hard to make.
He made Just Married,
I think you can handle
I think
it.
it's a little different than
Cheaper
rom-com,
by the
though.
Dozen.
At least that's what I thought.
The Pink Panther, Night at the Museum, Night at the Museum 2,
Dun-dun.
Date Night,
Dun-dun.
Real Steel with Hugh Jackman.
that was a good movie.
That movie
Shut your
sucked
face.
dick. And The Internship, the Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn
I haven't
movie.
seen it, but Real Steel
That's
was
not
decent.
that bad a movie. The Internship? It was okay.
Hey, if Nicolas Cage proves anything, it proves you can be shit and still make a decent movie.
Okay, see, just you were talking about that guy. You know they're making another Night at the Museum.
Oh, they are
They're
really.
making a third one.
And he's doing it.
Please,
He's doing
please tell me it stars Kevin James.
it.
Oh, that's the best ever.
Kevin James as Ben Stiller.
as Kevin James.
Robin Williams, Owen Wilson, Dick Van Dyke,
He's still alive.
Ben
he
Kingsley,
was dead.
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais.
Oh,
Ricky
Mickey
Gervais.
Rooney's going to be in it. I guess this is Mickey Rooney's last movie. That sucks. I wish he would have been in a better movie besides that
This
one.
could be amazing. No, it'll be horrible. Just kidding.
I think the movie is going to be good.
No, I think it
looks
looks
really good.
Honestly, I'm glad Tina Fey is playing the goofy sister instead of the love interest, because she's way funnier at that part.
Oh man, I think Tina Fey is so smoking hot. I'll see her in anything.
Yeah, but she's funny, but she's goofy.
that's true. This is not a typical Tina Fey role. Not like
because-
30 Rock.
You know, well, that's the thing is, I can see her in 30 Rock, and I think she's funny,
Yeah,
but I don't really like her as the love interest, the female.
I'm with you there.
I like her as, like, this allows her to be, like, more quirky and not have to fit that
Exactly.
mold of
Yeah.
the main girl.
It allows you to see a different side of her.
And she looks fucking hilarious in this.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Despite what
Despite
Andrew
what
says.
Andrew says. Fuck that. Yeah.
Next film up, The Congress. Robin Wright playing Robin Wright. This movie looks like it tripped on so much acid.
I was
The only
thinking
thing this
that.
movie is missing is James Vanderbeek playing James Vanderbeek.
Yeah.
You know what? Despite what anybody says, that show was really funny.
The Beat Power 23?
Yeah, hilarious.
That's
Okay,
pretty
anyway.
good.
This movie, I mean, yes, it looks like the studio heads got together and took a bunch of hits of acid and said, hey, let's make this movie. But man, it looks awesome. I want to see it right now. I love Robin Wright. She's great.
This will be. I know you both kind of like this. This will be one of the movies that I will probably never see.
I'm right there with you.
Really?
It looks weird
It looks
and cool
interesting.
and unique. Won't see it.
I will probably never see this in
I'll
my
go see
lifetime.
It,
probably won't
it
happen.
reminds me.
Until I hear somebody say it's the greatest movie of all
Yeah.
time, it's just going to fall by the wayside.
It,
But I'm not. It does look cool though. Robin Wright.
it
Super
reminds
hot
me.
still.
Yeah. It reminds me of a better version of the Imaginarium with Dr. Parnassus.
See, I never saw that one
It
either.
reminds me of a better version of that. I went
Wasn't
in
that
theaters
Heath
and saw
Ledger's
that.
last film?
That was his last movie. Yeah, he was in the middle of shooting it whenever he died. But
That's why they had like Jude Law and Colin Farrell,
and Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp
Yeah,
Replace
finish
him.
out his
Yeah.
parts.
yeah.
And now, for the upcoming greatest film of all time in the history of everything ever, Left Behind, starring Nick Cage. Holy fucking shit! This looks like the worst / greatest movie of all time.
You mean Nicholas Coppola?
Yes, Nicholas Coppola.
I'm not gonna lie. The first thing I thought when I saw this trailer, besides what the fuck is that A, I hope Kirk Cameron's in it, and B, this movie. Who greenlighted this shit?
It looks like Snakes on a Plane had sex with Sharknado, and this is the baby.
Okay, you guys are gonna love this. The guy who's directing this has only directed one other thing:
Is it a made-for-TV movie?
the Young Indiana Jones series on TV.
I didn't even know that was a series.
Back in 1992.
Wow,
What the fuck's he been doing for the...
man.
Yeah, I asked Andrew this earlier. Like, I thought Nicolas Cage was
Oh, I
past
guess
the
he had
point-
an Young Indiana Jones movie. It has a holy shit. Is that's Sean Patrick Flannery? Is
He's in this movie?
He's Young Indiana
Oh.
Jones.
Yeah, honestly, no.
I was like, no way, man.
No, you're never gonna find Sean Patrick Flannery
No
anywhere
way.
near
He's
this.
too busy being awesome.
No.
He's
well,
too
okay.
busy being a Boondock Saint.
I thought Nicolas Cage was done doing shit just to make money because he was broke.
No.
I
But
don't-
apparently not.
I don't think this might be one of those things where you know how celebrities do certain things because it's connected to something they feel passionate about or whatever. That's probably this.
He like
This
loved
movie,
this book or
you know
something.
what? This movie's gonna be fucking awful, but it's gonna make so much money
Take
because
it back. This movie's gonna be incredible.
it's gonna make so much money because it's a Christian thing, and I'm not bashing Christians. It just
like
is.
a huge cult following.
Exactly. I mean, Passion of the Christ made a fuck ton of money, and it was terrible.
It was horrific.
It was pretty bad. It was probably one of the bloodiest movies I've ever seen, but still pretty bad.
No,
I'm
it's
going
not
to
Solo
quote Jeremy Piven, aka Ari, from Entourage. Not really quote, but paraphrase.
Get
It's
the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. No, it's not making a bad movie doesn't ruin an actor's career, but skipping on a great one will. So maybe
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
maybe that's Nicolas Cage's. I'll just fucking do everything because it can't hurt my career that bad. But if passing on the one movie that could have made my career will end it, that's why he's a fucking Academy Award winner.
I
or
was
nominee.
just thinking that. I was
Yep.
like, hey, that's why you
If
gotta
you,
made his
it's a
career.
numbers game. If you
Made his
fucking
career.
take everything, you'll eventually get something
Because
that's gold.
Even as great as DiCaprio and Oldman and all those guys are, they still have never won an Oscar.
That's right.
And story, I know this is it's similar to Nicolas Cage, but you know Michael Madsen,
Yeah.
the guy, he was in Kill Bill and he's been in a bunch of Tarantino movies. He was originally supposed to be John Travolta's part in Pulp Fiction, and he passed it up because he didn't think the movie would be good. And he says he regrets it to this day because John Travolta's career was made with Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's
Go
a
back
good-
and watch
it's a great
Entourage,
movie.
guys. Life lessons.
All right.
All
Maybe
right,
I
so
should.
Left Behind is going to be the worst / greatest movie of all time. And now it's time to move on to the final segment of the podcast, Balls Deep, working title, with Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo.
We are going to jump super far ahead in his career. He started making films back in
Let's
The
see.
80s?
Yeah, no.
Late 80s?
Late 1989
Late.
was the first thing he is credited with in his acting career. But we're jumping way ahead because
2001.
yeah, that's because
There was a decade where he just
Dude,
did shit
all
or
of
nothing.
this-
It may have
I
been
haven't
good, but we
seen
just
it.
never seen it.
I mean, think about this: Mirror 3, The Voyeur. I didn't see that shit. The Dentist, Blood Money. I haven't seen any of that. And the first thing I saw with him in it, well, I haven't seen all of it, but 54, that Studio 54 movie they made with Mike Myers, and
Oh, yeah.
it's not that good, and I don't remember him.
First thing I've seen him in 2001, The Last Castle, has James Gandolfini and Robert Redford in it. Pretty good movie. I liked it. It has Robert Redford and Mark Ruffalo. They play military men who have been tried and they're being held in this awful prison with terrible quality of life for the prisoners, run by James Gandolfini, and they decide to revolt. Pretty good movie. Check it out. The Last Castle.
All right, well, I'll have to watch it. Is it on Netflix?
I don't know.
I'll have to
Okay,
look for it.
I have a comment to make real fast because you just mentioned Netflix. I was waiting for someone to mention it. I came to a realization today.
What?
If it were not for the Netflix original series, House of Cards and Orange is the New Black, specifically,
Yeah.
I would cancel my subscription to Netflix right now.
Really?
Really?
You want to know why?
Why? Oh,
I
because they're
have Amazon Instant Prime
Oh yeah.
as well. They have literally all the exact same stuff, and we talked about this a long time before when it was going to happen.
The HBO thing.
They got all the
Yeah.
HBO shows now. The
yeah,
old
but
HBO
HBO is like 3 years old. What they put up.
doesn't matter. You know what I've been doing all day today, even though I've already seen it.
Watching Sopranos.
Exactly, rewatching Sopranos.
I haven't
and
seen-
it's the greatest. Because you know what? I did it at work on my fucking phone. I didn't have to be on a DVD player with
I
my
haven't
box set.
seen 1 second of that show. I should
Fuck
probably
you.
watch
Yes,
it.
you should. I own all of the fucking DVDs.
I got HBO Go, man. I can watch it.
You could, yeah.
I
No,
started rewatching Battlestar Galactica.
I was looking through like the doc.
Hey, it's a good show.
Hey, it's
Fuck
not
you.
that bad. I didn't expect you to say Battlestar Galactica right there.
Okay,
I was watching through like the old documentaries and random movies that are on Instant Prime. They're the same ones you fucking see on Netflix.
Yeah, but
Is
I
Mark-
like more options. I have all of them.
is Mark Ruffalo in any of those?
Probably.
Okay, so
Sorry.
let's get back. So after Last Castle, we get to Wind Talkers, the awful Nick Cage movie. It's really, really bad.
I have never seen it. It's probably a good thing.
It's such a cool story too. It sucks that movie was so bad.
He did a couple movies after that. He did My Life Without Me and We Don't Live Here Anymore stuff I haven't seen.
Then,
Then,
fucking fantastic film.
yes, you
Eter-
get Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Great movie.
Yes.
He's really good in that.
Yeah.
I went and saw that in theater. That's one of the very few movies in that time that I went and saw in the theater.
That was 2004.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was such a good movie. If you've never seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, one of the best films of all time. Go and check it out.
Yeah, that's one of those movies I didn't see till like 7 years later.
Yeah,
When it came
yeah.
out. Yeah.
Then he was in. I have seen 13 going on 30.
I have
Don't make
too.
fun of me.
Is that the one where he's the girlfriend, or he was the boyfriend of
Jennifer Garner?
Jennifer Gardner,
Is
yeah,
that right?
Yeah, no, it is.
It's
if
been
if,
so
if he was
long.
the girlfriend, it would have won an Oscar.
yeah.
Yeah. It's not a bad movie. It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The next movie is my favorite film that Mark Ruffalo was in, Collateral, with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx.
Where he plays Dakota Fanning.
Huh?
I don't know.
What?
It said his character name's Fanning, so I just assumed it was Dakota Fanning.
Oh no, he's
Sorry.
Mark Ruffalo plays a police detective who's chasing Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise just flew into L.A. and he's an assassin. He has to kill 5 people by the time his flight leaves in the morning. So he kidnaps Jamie Foxx, who's a cab driver, and he has Jamie Foxx drive him around
I
L.A.
have seen this movie on
One of
TV.
my favorite movies of all time.
It's been so long since I've seen it, but what I've seen
Actually,
is
it's
really good.
Yeah, it's actually not bad.
Yeah, and it doesn't even look like Mark Ruffalo in it. He's just like this greasy, slick back hair and this molester goatee.
Yeah.
But no, he does a really good job in it too. If you've never seen Collateral, go and see it right now. One of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah.
After Collateral, Just Like Heaven,
Rumor has it.
All the King's Men. Pretty good. Zodiac.
Zodiac's
was a
really
great
good.
movie.
Really like Zodiac.
Really good. Jake Gyllenhaal was really good in this movie, too.
And so was Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, he was. I forgot about that.
This movie like actually gets.
It's the first time we see Robert Downey Jr. and Mark Ruffalo together outside of like the Iron Man.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Avengers.
Mind Equals Blown. I forgot.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this movie actually gets some flack sometimes for not being very good.
Zodiac?
Yeah.
I liked it.
No, I thought it was good.
That's from people who just want to bitch because they got nothing better to do.
After that, Reservation Road, Blindness,
Haven't seen it.
The Brothers Bloom. We're conflicted on this.
We'll split on this one, yeah.
Yeah, you guys like this movie. I didn't like it that much.
I've only seen parts of it because at the time I was, I don't know, drugged up or something. I don't remember.
I own this movie.
But
so
I
you
liked
like
it.
it. You like it. You're a meh.
I liked what I remember seeing.
Okay, I didn't like it.
yeah. I mean, I can see your point. You said there was kind of twist for the sake of twist.
It's just
essentially.
plot twist after plot twist after plot twist. And
I-
I'm like, just stick with fucking something. It got tiresome trying to keep up with everything.
I can kind of see that, but the thing is, this movie does not take itself too seriously.
Even then,
It's one of those movies.
Yeah, like it kind of knows that it's sometimes being ridiculous, but it just goes with it. So for that, I kind of like it.
Yeah, I
but
thought it was fun.
here's what I think: if you're gonna just be ridiculous for the sake of ridiculous, at least make it entertaining. For me, it just wasn't entertaining. It was just like trying. I was trying to sit through it because I paid $5 for it. So
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Then he goes to Independent. No, I'm
What
sorry.
Doesn't
What
Kill
Doesn't
You.
Kill You. Then Independent Lens, which is, I guess, a TV show.
and then Where the Wild Things Are. Never saw it. Read the book. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat.
Sympathy for Delicious.
Haven't
The
seen
kids
it.
are all right. It was okay.
This is by far the worst movie he's ever been in that I've seen.
Really?
Awful. I don't know how. I think the only way, and I think we talked about this when we were talking about Academy. The only way it got nominated was because it had to do with like the gay thing. And I'm not like bashing gay people. Please don't think I'm doing that. But this movie is awful.
You're fired.
Fucking terrible.
Nah, it was just meh for me.
No, it was awful.
Meh. After the kids are all right.
You get
Zach's
another
favorite
terrible
movie.
movie.
No,
he was
it's a
in.
good movie. You
No,
don't like.
it isn't.
You
Shutter
don't.
Island's not that bad.
I like Shutter Island. You and I saw this in theaters. I said, "I was okay movie." You're like, "It's the fucking worst movie I've ever seen."
It was
man.
terrible. You knew 10 minutes going in what was going to happen.
Yeah, you did. Everybody knew
I
it,
didn't like it.
but it was still fun.
That's whatever. I don't care for it.
And then Date Night. That's the Steve Carell.
I liked that movie a lot.
No.
that was a
I
good
wasn't
movie.
a big fan.
That was the Sean Levy guy or whatever his name was that's making that This Is Where I Leave You.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah, not a
I
big
thought it
fan.
was funny. I liked it. Then you get Margaret, which I don't know what that is, and then the movie he's probably most famous for,
The Avengers.
The Avengers.
Where
Great.
plays
He was
Bruce
awesome.
Banner and the Hulk.
He was awesome. You can't say anything
Was he never
else.
the Hulk in...
a movie?
A
on
movie?
his own? No. It was Edward Norton.
I knew Edward Norton
No, it
did,
was
but
Eric Bana. Then, well, first it was Ferrigno.
Yeah.
Then-
Then it
Bana.
was then it was Eric Bana. Yeah, Eric Bana, and then it was
Norton.
Edward
Edward
Norton, and now Mark Ruffalo. And I think they're
I
going to
thought-
stick with Mark.
did
Ruffalo.
Ruffalo never play the Hulk in anything else?
No.
I thought he did.
No. The reason they went with him, I think, is because he's easier to work with than Norton.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Edward Norton, but he's classically hard to work with.
Well, I feel
don't
like of the two, Edward Norton's probably more likely to be like classically trained of an actor and be kind of like set in his ways. Whereas
I
Ruffalo's
think
like,
more
eh.
people might know Mark Ruffalo, like casual movie fans, and he might be more likable. Personally, I think Edward Norton's the man, but
Then you get a movie. Thanks for sharing. Gwyneth Paltrow and him. It's a shitty movie. Don't see it.
I'd say that.
You guys have heard all the Gwyneth Paltrow shit lately, right?
No.
Oh, she made some fucking dumbass Twitter comment about like reading mean tweets being equivalent to fighting in a war, and people have been hammering her for that.
I love famous people that say dumb shit like that.
It is, but the funny is, I was telling my wife, I was like, well, fuck, like all this is doing is like raising awareness of Gwyneth Paltrow because what the fuck she been in the last years, and then my wife
Nothing.
pointed out Iron Man.
Iron Man 3, yeah.
Yeah, she's Piper, but other than that, but like I completely forgot she was even in that. So
Then he was in Iron Man 3 for like 2 seconds after the
Yep.
credits.
Yep.
I didn't like Iron Man 3. Definitely the worst of
it
the
was the
Iron.
weakest of the three. I think.
don't think it was.
You liked it?
I thought it was not
was-
as good as 2, but just as good as 1.
Well, fuck you.
One was better than two.
I
One-
thought 2 was better than 1.
You can go fuck a duck.
I'm not an Iron Man fan. It's just I'm looking at this strictly from a movie thing.
movie
I
sucked.
enjoyed Iron Man 2 more than the other two.
All right. Then he
Sorry.
was in Now You See Me.
This is my favorite movie that he's in.
Really?
Yeah, this was an amazing movie. I loved it.
It was a good movie, but
I
not
thought
better
it was
than
awesome.
not better than Eternal Sunshine or Collateral
Or
Avengers.
I haven't seen Collateral in a long time, and the Avengers is fine, but I mean this is the one I've seen recently, so that's probably why it's my favorite.
Not better than Eternal Sunshine.
I thought it was a good
No,
movie.
Eternal Sunshine's amazing, but I only saw that movie once, and I saw it when it came out. So it's been 10 years since I've seen it.
Yeah.
I thought Now You See Me was good, but like that's as far as I wouldn't even put it past.
I thought it was pretty good.
I liked it a lot.
I went as far as it was pretty good.
You know the
Then-
best part about it was that you didn't see Woody Harrelson having sex with a bunch of people.
Yeah, he was pretty pissed about that, I bet. Then he's going to be in the upcoming Foxcatcher film that has Steve Carell and Channing Tatum.
That looks amazing.
Dude, that movie looks so fucking good.
I wanna
I said
see
this
it.
last week. I'm holding my excitement until I see more because right now I don't think it's going to be anything
Understandable.
I think it's going to be one of the best films of the year.
I
Now,
don't know about
Normal
that.
Heart. Did you guys watch it last week? It's the one that
No,
had.
I
great.
haven't.
Watch it.
I'm going to go back and watch it. I really did want to see it. It's the HBO film that bumped Game of
With
Thrones out.
Matt Bomer, and no, it didn't bump Game of Thrones out because of it was made. It bumped Game of Thrones because it was Memorial Weekend, and the first season of Game of Thrones they put an episode on Memorial Weekend. It was the lowest rated episode they've ever had. So they said, okay, let's not have an episode that weekend. You notice True Blood doesn't have an episode on 4th of July weekend either.
Question: then why would they make a special movie with all these big name actors that had to spend a balls ton of money and then premiere it on Memorial Day weekend?
I'm just saying because it's a one time thing. It's not a continuously running show.
Yeah.
Plus,
I
Game of
guess.
Thrones costs them more money to make, so they have to have good ratings every week.
One episode of Game of Thrones costs more than that entire movie.
I don't know.
Maybe, but
I don't. That's just what my anyway. The point is, I haven't seen. I'll probably watch it because it does look good.
And he only has one upcoming thing, and that's the Avengers: Age of Ultron. And he's
which of
playing
course
Bruce-
we'll all
No,
see.
it
Yeah.
says My Monster too.
Oh, that's in development, so that could be canceled.
Yeah,
Okay, I got you.
So we have. I'm going to edit out a lot of pauses and stuff, so we can do a super quick version of IMDb Idiots. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, who's hosting?
I am.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
So Zach, congratulations.
No, dude, because I've
sorry.
been sucking balls at this game.
All right, guys, here we go. This movie is number 119 on IMDb's Top 250. Came out in 2006. Let's see here.
The Departed.
Won 3 Oscars.
The Departed.
No, not The Departed.
Oh, okay, I take that back.
Here are the Oscars it won.
Crash.
Best Achievement in Cinematography, Best Art Direction, Best Makeup. It was also nominated for Best Writing Original Screenplay, Best Achievement in Music, and Best Foreign Language Film of the Year for Mexico.
Mexico.
Both of you guys have seen this movie.
Oh, is it Pan's Labyrinth?
It is Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Man, I don't know. I completely forgot it was nominated for anything.
Okay. This is a super good movie. It is 129 on IMDb's Top 250. It came out in 1980. It was nominated for 8 Oscars.
Jesus.
Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back.
No.
Damn it.
Here are the Oscars. It was. Let's see if
high
I can
on
give
the
you.
list.
It was directed by David Lynch.
should
What's
know this.
the genre?
Genre, biography, drama.
1980.
Oh, Nixon?
Scarface.
No.
No, he didn't. No.
Here are the nominations.
It's not Nixon. Nixon came out in the 90s.
Best Picture. Best Actor in a Leading Role for John Hurt. Best Director for David Lynch. Best Writing for Screenplay based on material from another medium.
It's not in the Band Plays On.
Best Art Direction. Best Costume Design.
Oh,
Best
Amadeus?
Best Film Editing. Best Music. Even though this film came out in 1980, it is a black and white film.
Oh, shit.
Starring John Hurt and Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, man, it's
I
not.
can't give you any more.
Yeah.
It's not. Fuck, man. Oh. No, that movie came out way earlier than that. Shit, I'm lost.
Yeah, I don't.
Have either of you heard the name John Merrick before?
Oh, the Elephant Man.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
Congratulations.
Wow, I forgot. No, we're not counting that one. That he gave me too many hints. I'd never seen that movie.
I
remember-
haven't either.
I just know John Merrick from that Bare Naked Ladies song.
Okay. This movie is currently number 4 on IMDb's Top 250. Came out in 2008. Won 2 Oscars. It won for Best Supporting Actor and
Dark
Best
Knight.
Sound. Yes, Dark Knight.
That's
I
fine.
can't believe it was number 4. Last time I
Yeah.
checked it, it bumped up there.
Yeah,
Good
it's,
for you.
it's a good movie. It really is.
Where did
Dark
it go?
Knight
I wish you would have took that one now, don't you?
So is it 1-1 right now?
Yeah, it's
Apparently.
1-1.
I'm trying to find one that you. Oh, here we go. Movie came out 1999. It is currently 19 on IMDb's Top 250. Won 4 Oscars.
Fight Club.
No. Best Film Editing, Best Sound, Best Effects, Best Sound and Visual Effects.
Moulin Rouge.
No. Think of a movie that came out around 2000.
Matrix?
The Matrix.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's 2-1.
Spring break,
isn't that it?
freshman year of high school is when I saw that movie. I'll always remember that.
Yeah. Let's try and find one.
Oh, we're going to do one more?
Yeah. Well, you haven't won 3 yet, so.
Oh, we're going to first to 3. Okay, I like that better. That's
All right.
fine. Film 2014 came out last week. It's got like an 8.8.
Yeah, it's got a pretty high score.
Okay. Film came out 1996.
Fight Club.
Directed by Joel and Ethan Coen.
Oh.
Ooh.
William H. Macy. Steve Buscemi.
Oh, Big Lebowski.
No.
Damn it. No, Fargo.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Just
Yeah.
3.
there you go.
Yeah.
I was like, I had it right there. Damn it.
Nice.
All right. Well, that is going to do it this week for episode 14 of the See It podcast, and Zach is going to ruin everything. God fucking damn it!
I gotta plug something really quick. The second season of Ricky Gervais's show, Ricky, Ricky, I think is what it's called, just came out on Netflix. If you haven't seen that show, you need to watch it. It's great. Okay, Derek. It's called Derek. Derek. Ricky Gervais, Derek.
Some random dude's name.
No, yeah. Ricky Gervais, Derek. Awesome. Watch it. Netflix. Go.
All right, well, I guess that's it then, guys, right?
Yep, that's it. We're finally wrapping up.
Are you sure?
I'm done fucking with Andrew. Even though it was
It's
fun.
really fun, yeah.
Yeah. So, Andrew's going to close it out.
Whew. Episode 14 of the See It podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. We're going to plug some stuff for you here. If you'd like to follow us on Facebook, you can find us on /The See It podcast. If you'd like to follow us on Twitter, you can find us on @CSEE_it_podcast. If you want to follow us on YouTube, you can find us at /See It podcast. Thank you to Podomatic for giving out the content of our podcast that you can find on iTunes, which you can find in the link dump below if you're watching this on YouTube. Everybody, have a good day. Thank you for listening. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
See you later.